talk about Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., saying that he does not want to watch Ryan Garcia anymore after the Javante Tank Davis loss. Now, he says that it wasn't even a punch. I don't want to watch him anymore. Now, you got to kind of like undress the layers here about this situation. And the layers are a couple things here, right? Ryan Garcia is not respected. He's not respected as a real Mexican. They kind of look down on Ryan Garcia and kind of look at him as a Mexican American. So that's one strike against him. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably worth 3 strikes, to be honest. But that's kind of like this thing there, right? And also too, you know, watching it ringside, I'm pretty sure they didn't see the true impact of that punch, right? Because I had a different angle. I was at a party. I had a different angle at the punch. And the first angle, I seen it. But then another time they showed it again from a different angle, and I was in the center. I was like, I never really want no punch. But I kind of went around and I seen it from a better angle. And if you look at that shot and look at the impact that the shot had on his body, that was a real shot. And he wasn't bracing for that shot. So, and you hear Pacquiao say, well, he needs to strengthen his body. Well, yeah, he's had a rehydration clause already. And it was just a good shot, bro. It was a really good shot, man. And you know, they already ready to criticize and pile on him. You know, them kind of being true Mexicans, and they looking at him as not a real Mexican and all that type of stuff. So that's the crazy part about it. That's the crazy part about it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, shit, it is what it is. You know, I wouldn't get back in the tussle war. I mean, if I was a clapback, I'd be like, you still watch your weak ass son? All of them. When he have more than one fighting, or I'm thinking about Canelo brothers or some shit. I say, you still watch your weak ass sons. That's exactly what I would have said. But it is what it is. I mean, you know, I think it's kind of unfair. And I always have to do that. It's always different when you go home. I always bring this up. I was at the Andre Dirrell fight when Arthur Abraham had knocked him out with an illegal blow. But we was at the arena. I ain't had bad seats neither at Joe Louis. It's no longer standing. But I didn't know what happened till I went home. Think about that. We didn't know how. We thought he got knocked out. We didn't know what happened. So when you watch it, especially fighting, bro. When you watch a fight in the arena and at the crib, it's totally different things. Think about it. You watch it at home without the sound, it's a totally different fight. So think about that for a minute. It's a totally different tussle. Totally different. So, I mean, I think it's a little bit harsh. If it boiled down to just him not being able to take that body shot, you know, was it too much a knee jerk reaction? He go home and see it, it ain't that bad. You gotta understand, man, his words hold weight. He's considered the greatest fighter in Mexico history. But then again, if Ryan Garcia was born in Mexico, spoke Spanish and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, would he have said the same thing? Part of me want to say no. And at the end of the day, it's hard to like these new fighters, and guess what? I'm closer to their age than the Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. is. You know? And I still have a disconnect in some of the things they do. Some of the things they wear, the trolling, the social media following and all that shit. Like, I don't get it. I'm from the generation where you mac on the phone. I don't know how to text. Like, man, that shit be dry as hell. Like, texting the bitch, like, I'm more of a, you know what I'm saying, with the words, the bars, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different thing. Some of these dudes know how to, be the truth in the DMs, but when they get in person, it's different. So, I don't understand a lot of things about this generation. I don't understand wearing these tight ass clothes. Like, y'all gangsters, how you gonna get to the burner? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand these niggas wearing dresses, ankle, thigh tattoo, shit. Like, I mean, shit, it is what it is. Man, they do them. You know, but yeah, Ryan's definitely an acquired taste. But he making money though. You know, he got brand deals and he doing other things, and it's gonna be hard for people to respect him as a true fighter. You know, now if he said he don't want to watch it no more because his skill set terrible. It's terrible. You Bernard said, well, I want to see him change his fighting style. Like, bruh, man, this dude is gonna get brain damage. They keep letting this man fight. Walk away, bruh. Get an easy win so you can say I went out with a dub. He really, and people say, well, you know, he needs to do the, man, you know how hard that is to drill some of the fundamentals. If it was that easy, he'd have them. But I sense a little bitterness in Chavez now. I sense some bitterness, you know. If he was from Mexico and spoke to, you know, they hard on Canelo too. Nacho Berenstein, Ramon Marquez. So they are, you know, sometimes they are harder on their own. You know, but I just think kind of was a knee-jerk reaction and kind of a combination of, you know, him not really being from the homeland. You know, and maybe it might be, you know, part of what he see kind of gimmicky. So, could be that. And the old man don't understand how the fuck he popular, how is he fighting in this type of fight? Looking all goofy and shit. You know? But damn, he said, I don't want to see him fight anymore. I'm like, damn, Chavez. He did a Prince, he had this Prince scene moment right after the fight. He's terrible. He's done. He should never box again. I'm like, damn. He went in on Chris Eubank, Prince Nazim. He said never box again. It's done. He's fit. He did lose to a motherfucker with one arm. I will say that. He did lose to a motherfucker with one arm. It wasn't Gohan either. That joker lost to somebody with one arm like a mug. People just so ignorant in Detroit. You see me trying to get over out the lane and you gonna try to hit me. I hate female drivers. I just gotta say it. I hate female drivers in Detroit. I hate y'all everywhere, but especially in Detroit, because females just can't fucking drive, bro. They just some ignorant motherfuckers driving. I'm sorry. I said what I said. Y'all can cut it. Y'all can share it to the feminist groups. I said it. My pet peeves is women driving. Then you drive with women, the rotors, the rotors shaking, the wheel falling off the goddamn car. Man, I'm good. I'd rather just drive myself. If I had, you know, I'd rather just drive myself. Female Lyft driver, switch me the fuck up out of there. Switch me up out of there, female Lyft driver. Well, actually, the females ain't my worst Lyft driver. I had this joker in New York City. He was terrible. He was terrible. But nonetheless, I mean, I think he'd be a little bit harsh on Ryan Garcia, bro. I think he'd be super harsh on Ryan. Even though I agree, he shouldn't fight at 40. He shouldn't fight no more. But, you know, people say he could take it serious, man. Taking it serious ain't a light switch. You don't turn it on and you don't turn it off. You know what I'm saying? You take something serious, you take it serious, bro. Especially something with your life on the line, you exchanging blows. You don't play that shit. You don't play it. That's what I be saying, like, bro. You would think how funny for fighters cutting corners, you know, in a sport where your life could be on the line. That shit wild to me. I take all this shit as serious as possible. But, I mean, I guess it's the Mexican version of Prince Nazim, you know, reacting to Chris Eubanks and losing to the one-armed George Groves. And that shit was horrible. I had to agree with him. Even though I felt Chris Eubanks Jr. still didn't lose to Liam Smith, that was an illegal blow. And what's the point of being able to review shit if they ain't gonna never overturn shit? That's my thing about it. That was he really knocked him out with an elbow, and everybody know it. That still grinds my nerves. But folks say I don't want to see Ryan fight no more. Don't ask me to cover no more Ryan Garcia fights. Grandpa Chavez, girl, I want to go see Ryan Garcia. No. Ryan Garcia better not get in the back and forth with Chavez. I mean, you can't win arguing with no old people, bro. I'll just let him have it. I'll let that old man have it. And everybody ask your old ass to be at my house anyway, at my fight anyway. My grandmama gave me that check. You know, but I mean, it wasn't nothing that we already didn't know about Ryan Garcia. I told y'all always y'all just be wanting to complicate shit because y'all really be fiending for big fights. That's what it is. Y'all really be fiending for big fights. So y'all try to complicate easy shit. The Rolly fight and this fight was equally as easy. This wasn't hard to tell like Nas. And y'all always talking going against big fights, saying, oh, he don't deserve this, he don't deserve that. But y'all get behind bullshit like this. Y'all be scared. Y'all be scared for these fights, to make these fights like y'all in there taking the ass whooping. It's entertainment value. You can have a bad night. You can lose. Just because you lose on Saturday night, he was better than you on Saturday night. What if y'all fight another Saturday night? You the better man. It's hard to train for 8 to 10 weeks and peak on peak on Saturday. For sure, it's hard. Every Saturday, every time, it's damn near impossible. Some guys can dig down deep and find a way to win. Some guys just, one day night. So, I mean, I don't know, man. But I think I kind of agree with Chavez, but I just think he didn't really, for him to say that wasn't no real shot. I think live in action, man, he ain't really see that shit, man. I seen that. Shit, when I seen the impact it had on his body, I said, Jesus Christ. And when I really got that proper angle, he turned that motherfucker over. He turned that shot. That was a beautiful, perfect shot by Gervonta Stanky Tank Davis. Come on, man. Get your whole family blocking the whole street. Get y'all asses out the street. Come on, man. Go. He pulling out like he the police, bruh. Dog. Well, the dude double park like a mug, though. These people be getting these big ass trucks and be double parking. But that's all I got, man. But he turned that shot over beautiful. But let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notifications. We got live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Melon CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Check out the box news playlist for more videos like this. Peace.